TPSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fights off a defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the quick shuffle pass. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set him off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to...
And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jukes his way for more. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 at the 33. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Here's the handoff. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
On second down, just keeps firing. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Holstein. They're trying to get to him. Finds a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll ride the hot hand. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32 to 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The give is to Smith. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Leaves it with the running back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they swarm him under.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The give to the fullback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You don't see that often. Quarterback sneak called, and they lose yardage. That tells me that this defense is getting a much better push inside from the D-tackle nose guard position.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sticks it in his belly. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thurman. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Try to barge their way in.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Defense in press coverage. Might as well stick with him. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Inside the 35. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it, the only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. End of the line, and down he goes. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Smith takes the handoff. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. At the 45, on his way. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Smashes through. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down here for the offense. The give to the left side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. It's a reverse. Smashes through. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep it guessing.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buys a little time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Second down.
On second down, looking again to throw. Good timing on the quick out. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think this guy's just feeding off the home crowd energy here late. Fourth quarter, fourth down. Pass play called, nobody open. I just got to go get it somehow, some way. Use my athleticism and my speed to keep this drive alive and keep my team's chances alive to win this game. This is going to be a photo finish.
Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. Here comes the offense on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. LSU just hoping to run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now through the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Smith. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.